Michigan Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try the run. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find.
Here's a little room there. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Peters. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Punt is on its way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, the running back has it. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a gap, it's Cross. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. to the ground with the back. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
He'll run it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. Finding some room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Underwood. Got a man. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Coming out with it, it's Arrington. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off play action. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got a little grass. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
He'll try the left side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Forced out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. This drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Arrington. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just gotta finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the left side. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the pressure. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 7 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Crimson Tide with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
He's going to fire deep. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Play action with Underwood. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tagged.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Jacobs. Sets up the screen. Looking for room and oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Scooped and scored. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that is one the quarterback is going to wish he had back. Receiver wide open, and he just threw it way too far out in front of him. He's never gotten into a rhythm, guys. This is one of the more talented guys in the entire country, and he's way under 50% completions in this game.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bulldozes his way through, and they'll get him down after a solid return. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Throwing, Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Punts it out of the air, turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Underwood. This time on target. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to move them on the counter. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And here's the third interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Sends it back in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. This time he's got his man, and they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw downfield late. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He'll try to take it back. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's Arrington. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn every...
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the counter play. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. They call the timeout here, and we have 1, maybe 2 snaps remaining in this one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Wide open downfield. Bust through behind his pad. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear there's only one really good team. It was them.